integrated part of a learning system is very different than just shooting a video and then slicing it up into 10 minutes something and saying, well, that's now a training video. No, it's not. You have to tie it to something. There are different learning styles that people have. There are different ways that people internalize activities, whether it's a manager-led activity, whether it's an introspective activity, et cetera. So don't kid yourself because you can hit a green button. That doesn't mean that you can create video-based training that is effective in the Fortune 2000. You can get away with it on the consumer side and get up there and scream and yell and do the hoo-ha stuff that I'm not going to do. But if it's an ongoing way to teach what you do and train people to do it and show that there's sort of a before, during, and after, it's not going to happen. That being said, video is the fastest growing sort of opportunity for training, right? So one of the things that just sort of cracks me up is we used to, back in the day, sit through, how many of us have sat through 2- and 3-day trainings when we started in the corporate world before we realized that's not where we want to live? So this is another way of asking how many of us are over 40, right? How many of us have never sat through those programs? This wouldn't be me, right? There's a few, okay. We used to sit through 2- 3-day programs, and companies would say, oh, you're going to be a sales guy, so I'm going to teach you everything that you possibly ever need to know about sales in 3 days, and then send you out in the field, and you're never going to draw on that because there's going to be some binder that you get that you throw away, and then that's the end of it. People want it in small doses, and they want to make it relevant to what they do, and they don't want to consume a lot. So how many of you have read War and Peace in the last month? Got it, none. How many of you watched a TED Talk in the last month? 18 minutes versus like 1,800 hours, right? How many of you watch TED Talks often, right? And they're interesting, and they're fun, and you take away something, and the trade-off is 18 minutes of my time, so I can sound smarter at a cocktail party or pick someone up or whatever the case is, versus War and Peace, like, wow, that's kind of a big commitment. I'm kind of commitment phobic. I don't want to do that. That's where training's going, right? And getting it down to small, bite-sized chunks that somebody could actually use very quickly. To me, it's the time period that they can take something in and apply it in their job, right? So if you just give me theoreticals, I'm busy. I mean, theoretically, I don't know what I have for breakfast, right? But if it's something that I can use in an interaction with a client or an employee or something like that, pretty short, and it works, and I get a little taste of success, I'm going to want some more of that. I'm going to want some more. And video is a great way to do it. That being said, I always hear the argument, but video is free. Video is free, right? Everything on YouTube is free. Lots of things are free. Lots of things cost money. If you're of the mindset that everything you put out is at the caliber of free, well, that's cool. But I can tell you that I've been selling video-based training systems into large companies at 6 and 7 figures for a long, long time, and they're willing to pay it because you've got to have the data behind you to show the impact that it has. And that's an investment you have to make up front.